Well, whether you are getting married, going to be getting married, going to a wedding, there's lots of memories that can last a lifetime. So Britt Ingersoll, owner of Brilliance by Britt, is here to show us how to make it more memorable for yourself and your guests.
Yes,
and I'm excited.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
So let's just dive right in. Summer weddings, everyone, like the big staples of summer weddings are kind of already planned. So I just have a few tips today on to make, a wedding that's coming up next month, next week, or in the upcoming months, just a little bit more special and a little bit more unique and tailored to the bridal couple. First one, I have a lot of friends that are kind of Star Wars or other like superhero things. So, just kind of keeping a simple black frame and doing like a pop of color for a guest book or something kind of fun that they will treasure for years to come. Super simple and easy, but just a small pop of color. And who doesn't like Star Wars? I mean, it can show their personality just a little bit.
So this would be somewhere near the guest book, or for people to sign the mat part?
Sign the mat part and stuff, just for them to hang up, just something that's just shows their personality. More personality you can bring to a wedding that's about the bridal couple, the more people are going to remember. That's what, it doesn't have to be just all bridal. It can be flares of personality. That's what brings the special uniqueness to it.
And I feel like then something like this you'd actually want to hang up in your house 100%. And display if it means something more to you than just a picture of like a heart.
Exactly. And it's something that you'll use. So perfect. Our next is, your standard Unity candle, or a lot have come to sand, especially in the summer.
Yes.
Now I went with a apple tree. Apple trees need to know a little bit about, you need to have two to cross-pollinate. So I can only fit one in the vehicle today, so you only got one.
We brought one.
We brought one. So what you can do with this for the Unity part is you can take water, so say from one of the couple's lake. So somewhere that they love to spend time that's meaningful for them, and say the other person in the relationship is a farmer. Take dirt from their farm and bring it together. So it's two families becoming one. And then you can plant this in your home, or you can plant it if you have that lake property or farm that's going to be in the family for a long time, and watch it grow. I picked an apple tree just because I think that'd be really fun, but remember, you're needing two apple trees to cross-pollinate on that. But you could do two of them. If you are getting married outside and it's something that's meaningful, you could plant it right then and there, and then just water it together.
Yeah, I really like that idea, because it does kind of, sometimes you think about, what am I going to do with that Unity candle later? I like the idea of doing something that's going to grow into something else, and that you really can look at year after year.
I remember, and so I kind of pulled that idea from, it was my kindergarten graduation. We planted a tree at my elementary, and I took my son Crosby back there last year, because the elementary actually closed last year, and it was crazy to see that this tree was huge, and and so something that you can kind of have that memory years and years later.
I like that. Something different, and people then would be like, oh my gosh, what are they doing?
Exactly. Okay, so then something a little different for behind the head table, or for when you are doing that first dance. Having your either DJ or your decorator come up with a monogram of your last name to have lit up on the wall. You can have that, it can be moved to the floor for your first dance and then popped up behind the head table. It's just something that it's a little less expensive than a big backdrop, which are gorgeous, but if you are looking to trim ends somewhere, this is a great, easy way to do that, and that's really versatile. So.
Well, you do see it a lot of times that when you start planning, there's all those extra add-ons, all the fabric, the lights, the tulle. It can be a lot.
It can be. And if that's not where you want to spend that, so say if you want to spend it on a dessert bar or something, where this is where you can kind of you just do something a little more cost effective, but still get a a bang for your buck, you could say.
Right, because then when you have the pictures of the couple at that head table eating dinner, maybe doing a cheers when everyone keeps clinking on their glasses, doing that kiss, then at least then they can say, oh, look at that beautiful backdrop.
Exactly, on that. So, and then with uplights too, from your decorator or your DJ, it's really, really fun. And talking with them, it's something that you can do pretty quickly too.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I'm already into the dessert. I've been eating it before the segment, now during the segment. So
me too.
This is one thing where couples really can kind of go and stretch out what they want to do.
100%. So I love cake. I am definitely a cake fan. And what goes well with cake? Ice cream.
Yes.
Ice cream, it does. And especially for those some of them that don't have an ice cream bar, do really fun different cones. And then having your ice creams, there's so many fun ice cream places that have opened up that you could probably even work with your own flavor. Like you could probably, create something that's really fun and then do different toppings with it. So you would probably have to work with who is catering your meal to making sure that you would have the flexibility of keeping ice cream cold to that temp, but you can really get you creative, unique. So kind of going with the apple theme, apples, rhubarb, strawberries. You could do, some cake and then do some ice cream with that and keeping it really summery and really fun.
Or pies. My brain's starting to go. We had one friends do a cheesecake bar. So you walked up and you actually got to pick your cheesecake and then had different cheesecake toppings. I think people love it when they can kind of create their own.
100%. And you're giving that's something they're going to remember. Instead of just that beautiful setup, it's something that they can get hands-on and get creative with and doing it. So the more you can tailor it to your wants and your needs, they're going to remember it and they're going to love it. I remember one wedding, this was years ago, and most simple menu ever, but at the end of it, they had their cousins come out in red wagons and had ice cream sandwiches.
Oh.
And it was out at like a barn setting. It was so fun.
Cute.
And I remember, and they've been married now for probably 7 years.
Yes.
But that's a memory that I'm like, that was so unique and so fun and so them that it made it so special.
Yes. And again, it's not too late to make some of these sudden changes or add it to your wedding.
Yeah.
So if they need help, they can reach out to you how?
Please do at Brilliance by Brit at gmail.com or on Facebook or giving me a call at 320-491-0836.
Yeah, sometimes it's even good just to pick someone's brain and say, I have this idea, where could I go with it?
100%.
Or something.
Exactly, and just bouncing it off and be like, am I crazy? Is this tangible? Can I pull this off? So
I like the, am I crazy for wanting this? She's going to say no, so don't worry.
So awesome.
Thanks, Britt.
Thank you.
All right, we have more to come here on North Dakota Today when we come back.